Generation Y. Called Y because Y comes after X. That's one reason. Other people have suggested there are other reasons why Y is a significant thing, maybe too much information. But it's also because they are Generation Y. This is probably the best parenting, management, and sales tip I could give you today. If you are connecting with young people, teenagers, and people in their early 20s, tell them why. Not what and how and who and when. I know you'll tell them that anyway. We don't tell people why. We don't tell them why they should do something. We don't tell them why they should do it that way. And we don't tell them why it's necessary to be done by then. We don't do that because when we asked our dad why, well, maybe that was the response in some houses. In my house, the response was, because I said so. And I worked out that why wasn't worth asking. You were wasting your time. This generation is living in a world which deluges them with data. They are flooded with information. They cannot keep all of the information that comes their way. And so they only store the information that makes sense for them. They only store the stuff that fits into categories that work for them. And that's what why is all about. And that's at the heart of selling to this generation, is to connect into them a pragmatic, real reason for making the purchase. We have to make sure we get our technology right with this generation because they are confident. Their confidence is built on the fact that they were the chief technology officers of their homes from a very early age. Boomers, I know you know what I'm talking about. Because those of you here today who are in your 50s, I know that you can't watch DVDs unless your kids are at home. And that's not because you don't know how to use the remote control. It's worse than that. You don't even know which remote is for the DVD. And when you get a new mobile phone, do you read the manual? Or do you get the neighbor's 11-year-old to work out how to use it and give you a quick lesson? We have to understand that when these young people come into an environment where they know they're being sold to, they have a distinct advantage. My 12-year-old daughter, Amy, uses her smartphone as she goes around the shops to take photographs of the barcodes of products she's interested in. She uploads that photograph to the International Barcode Registry and within 20 seconds knows everything there is possible to know about that product. No salesperson on the floor of any store is a match for Amy. How do you get the advantage? How do you negotiate in an environment where before they've come into your office, they've Googled you? Have you ever Googled yourself? Did you Google yourself before your last negotiation and discover the 3 top websites that the person negotiating with you looked at yesterday? You probably didn't. You probably don't have Google alerts that flag up your product line, the person you're negotiating with. And if you don't, it's not going to work for this generation. That's the world they live in. There are no mysteries in their world. There is nothing that can't be known. It's going to change everything. I mean, maybe this is how job interviews are going to go in the future.
Mr. Goodman? What makes you think you're qualified for this job?
Oh! Oh! Stop punching me!
Punch you.
Please, sir, no! Don't throw me!
No, not that fish.
Don't touch me, kid! Don't throw me out!
Thanks.
Here it is, huh? Get it?
I don't think we've begun to understand what this generation is going to do to the world of work. But that's the point. We've had 30 minutes. It's not enough time really to do justice to a huge topic like this, but what I hope I've done is help you to understand why we don't understand. We might have been living in the same house, working in the same office as these people older and younger than ourselves, but we were shaped and formed in different worlds. We have different value systems. We're not going to turn into our parents, and our children are not going to turn into us. These generational value systems will stay with us through our lives. I hope I've given you enough information to get you interested, to maybe look a little bit more at generations and take it a little bit more seriously in your preparation and execution of a sales process. I hope I haven't given you enough information just to be dangerous. I don't want you to go back to the office and say, right, how old are you? 32. Okay, I know exactly who you are now. We're sorted. It's not quite as easy as that, of course. We have these 4 different generations. Some people fit outside of these boundaries. Some people fit between them. I think that's where I am, between the X's and the boomers. But I hope that you will take this as a thought, do a little bit more work about how you can connect to the values of the people you're trying to sell to.